Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Joy Reid of MSNBC. This, the actual female lunatic that really does hate Donald Trump. She's been at it recently, and she doesn't like the fact that Donald Trump was almost assassinated. No, she thinks that it was all staged by Donald Trump himself. Yes, the actual lunacy and the insanity of Joy Reid at the moment is well on full display, and people are starting to notice, except the likes of, well, people in the mainstream media. In fact, they're actually giving her more of a platform. Now, when Alex Jones denied the Sandy Hook shootings, he was sued for $1 billion, I believe it was, which is quite insane if you ask me. Now, when Joy Reid does the denial and the defamatory action, and it's really actually outrageous and insane what she's doing, I don't think she will get sued. I'll be very surprised if she does, because she's of the left, and this is totally acceptable behavior of people on the left. They actually welcome this kind of behavior. It's a delusionment syndrome. It's like the far left is the side of utter delusional behavior. Honestly, I see people all the time that are of the far left, and I'm going, how in the world does your brain operate like this? What is going on up there for you to think the way you're thinking? And the way you're thinking, for me at least, and I'm someone that critically thinks pretty much everything, I try and look at both sides of the aisle and think whether or not one thing makes more sense than the other, and I try and come up with a conclusive viewpoint based on all the information presented to me. I'm looking at this and I'm going, I can't even make sense of what is just going on in her brain, aside from the fact that it's broken. It's gone. So Joy Reid creates this video, and she's now suggesting that Donald Trump was never hit by a bullet. Nah, we didn't see the photo of the bullet. We didn't see any of that. Not real. It was all staged. It's Photoshop, people. And she also claims that it's not real blood. It's tomato sauce, people. Yeah. And that his campaign and the Secret Service colluded to kill 2 people in a fake assassination attempt just so Trump could have a photo op. Have a watch of Joy Reid go off at this. And I'm going to go off at Joy Reid in just a moment. Just you wait.
We still don't know for sure whether Donald Trump was hit by a bullet, whether he was hit by glass fragments, whether he was hit by shrapnel. We don't have those details. We actually have no details from his physician, even though this man is still a Secret Service protected, and presidential candidate. We know almost nothing. Why? Why don't we know that much? We know that 3 people were shot. 1 person, unfortunately, was killed at the rally. We don't know where they were sitting or standing relative to him. We don't know why, for 9 full seconds, Donald Trump was allowed to stand back up during an active shooter situation, even though they, at that point, had said the shooter was down. How would they have known if there were more shooters or not? Nobody knew. That there could have been 5 shooters for all they knew. Yet they allowed him to stand up in the middle of that, crisis and pose for a photo and fist pump the air so he could get the iconic photo. And then they allowed him to stand up again outside of the SUV instead of just shoving him into the SUV. That seems really unusual. What is the actual injury to Donald Trump's ear that's under that bandage? Shouldn't we know that by now? It's weird. And there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of curiosity about it, in the sort of media world, my profession. It's weird, right? Where are the FOIAs? Why isn't the New York Times aggressively pursuing his medical records? It's just weird. Just a strange thing that I've noticed. And I don't know if you guys have noticed it too.
Donald Trump said himself that he actually was hit by a bullet, and we saw the photo of the bullet. Now, what blew off the guy's head? It was a BB gun, according to Cenk Uygur. It was a BB. Are you freaking kidding me right now, man? Like, honestly, like, that's what I mean about the level of derangement and delusional statements these people try and make. They try and make you believe that this didn't happen. Oh, my goodness. It is actually painful to listen to, but we're going to do our best. So I think even if Donald Trump was to release the physician's details in regards to what took place and Donald Trump's ear situation, I still believe that Joy Reid would look at that and go, nah, I'm denying that. It wasn't a bullet. How can it be a bullet? I don't think she is that intelligent to realize that what Donald Trump's physician said is in fact the truth. I personally do not see her actually admitting to any of that. She's in delusionment syndrome at the moment. She hates Trump that much that even if the truth was staring at her or even smacked her in the face, she would still go, no, 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 no. No, it's not true. It can't possibly be true. It's a conspiracy theory, man. I swear the same people that believe that the earth is flat and the Americans didn't land on the moon first. It was Russia that landed on the moon first, but they actually staged the moon landing. I swear the same people are also starting to believe that it wasn't a real assassination attempt. It was all faked. It was all staged by Trump. Again, I'll say it. Can you imagine this for just a moment? And Joy Reid, if you're watching this or listening to this, I can't imagine that you are. But anyway, can you imagine for just a moment Trump trying to organize something like this to actually happen and go on? Just let's play a bit of a scenario game for just a moment. You know what, guys? I know what's going to win me the next election. I'm going to fake an assassination attempt. I'm going to find a 20-year-old young guy that has got no social media presence whatsoever. I'm also going to say to the Secret Service, you guys need to be completely incompetent during the whole situation. You need to let the 20-year-old with a ladder and a gun up onto the sloped roof a couple of 100 yards away from me. You're going to not fire on him the moment you see him in the sights. You're going to hold off until he fires 5 shots at me. So he's got 5 attempts, guys. He's got 5 attempts to hit me in the head. So, but he's not going to hit me in the head, guys, because I'm going to be in communication with the young 20-year-old from 100-something meters away on the rooftop. So he's going to tell me the moment he's fired the gun. And the moment he tells me that he's fired the gun, I'm going to have to move my head. Because if I don't move my head, guys, guess what? I'm going to lose my life. Now, this young 20-year-old that's going to sign up to do this, he's actually going to die. So, 20-year-old young man, do you want to die? To fake an assassination attempt so I can get into office? Do you want to be a martyr? Answer me that question. Are you that brave? Are you that courageous, young man? Honestly? And then Trump as well. You know what? Guys, I'm going to put my life literally on the line here for the country. And I don't know if I'm going to live or if I'm going to die or not. But you know what, guys? I'm going to do it for America. So let's make it happen. No. Are you freaking kidding me, man? I don't think anyone is that stupid, except for maybe Joy Reid, who actually believes that this is all faked, to even think that that is actually a possibility. Oh my goodness. When you look at the entire situation, everything that unfolded, it looks like it was all an inside job at the moment, allegedly at the moment, okay? Just saying it, but all the evidence is starting to point to a significant either major level of incompetence or just it was an inside job. So I don't think for 1 second that anyone on the left is looking at this with a real rational brain. One bit. I think their hatred has just deluded them so much so. And they've become like Joy Reid. So Trump felt like it was a good idea to raise his hand for 9 seconds and say fight, 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 which has angered the left even more. So, I mean, Joy Reid, come on. Like some people have said over on Twitter, Gad Sad, who again I highly respect and revere, says, wow, Joy Reid is one nasty guy. Oh, boy, oh, boy. So here's something else. Piers Morgan said, OMG, even by Joy Reid standard, this is utterly embarrassingly ridiculous. Perfectly said for Piers Morgan. Now, Joy Reid again goes on MSNBC and she says this. Have a watch.
Here's the question that I have on that. These two men are both elderly. Donald Trump is an elderly man who, for whatever reason, was given 9 seconds to take a iconic photo op during an active shooter situation. Weird situation. We'll figure that out one day. But his survival of that and bouncing right back and going right to his convention is being conveyed in the media world as a sign of strength. This current president of the United States is 81 years old and has COVID. Should he be fine in a couple of days? Doesn't that convey exactly the same thing? That he's strong enough, older than Trump, to have gotten something that used to really be fatal to people his age. So if he does fine out of it and comes back and is able to do rallies, isn't that exactly the same?
It should.
I mean, it's not exactly the same. It's not the same incident, but it's an elderly man coming through out of an illness.
It should.
By the way, Joe Biden kind of reminds me of Montgomery Burns from The Simpsons. Yeah. Yeah. Well done, Mr. President. Well done. Release the hounds. Family, religion. These are the three demons. Oh, my goodness me. This is absolutely absurd. Jen Psaki looking at Joy Reid of saying all this nonsense and going, yeah, I think Joy Reid has a point here because Joe Biden has got COVID, so that's the exact same thing as almost or actually being shot. Yes, it's definitely the same equivalence. And I think to the American people, Biden recovering from long COVID or COVID, which I personally don't think that he is going to be able to run after this. I think that they're going to pull the plug. And what better way to do that than bring up COVID? Got to be the illness that took out a lot of people before. You know, like it just seems very coincidental, if you ask me, the timing of everything. But anyway, COVID's back, people, apparently. And Biden's got it just out of the blue. Like he could have gotten it a week ago or 2 weeks ago, but no, he got it right now. Literally right now. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And Joy Reid trying to compare the two. So not only is she delusional about the Trump assassination attempt, but she's also delusional about the fact that she's trying to make Joe Biden seem like he's better than Trump or in the same playing field. Biden hasn't had an assassination attempt on his life. I'll have you know. It's he's got COVID, which I think he's had before, and he has recovered from before. Strangely, I don't think he's going to. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to say too much more about that, but Joy Reid, my goodness me, Jen Psaki, the whole MSNBC crew, they're just like, wow. I swear I get dumber every time I listen to these people. And how in the world are they even allowed to say some of this nonsense? It goes well beyond my level of comprehension and understanding. But you guys have your say in the comments below. Let me know what you think. And if you're not subscribed, I hope you enjoy this one. And I hope these guys do subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. You take care and you be blessed.